Will he or won't he? President Biden seems like he can't make up his mind on 2024. The White House keeps telling us that he, quote, intends to run, but there's still no date and no location for Joe to officially announce. Maybe he should listen to what Democrats want. Only 37% of Democrat primary voters want Biden to seek a second term. But Joe is brushing off any bad polls by blaming the media.
My intention hasn't been from the beginning to run, but there's too many other things I have to finish in the near term before I start a campaign. I think things are a little out of whack, and I don't blame people for being down. I think it goes well beyond the economy. Think about it. You make the news. I mean, you interview for the news. Can you think of anything I turn on the television and go, God, that makes me feel good? Almost anything. Everything is in the negative.
And as Dems wait with bated breath on Joe, the chorus is growing louder to kick Kamala off the ticket. A former Obama official floating the idea that Biden should let Democratic voters pick his 2024 running mate as a way to hype voters up on another term. All right, Dana, how could you let voters pick the running mate? I mean, the president
I thought this was so
that.
strange. Okay, so Kamala Harris cannot buy a break from her own party. Every Monday, it feels like we start off by saying that, oh, did you see yesterday in the New York Times, this liberal commentator said this, and they think that she should be replaced on the ticket. Now you have somebody from the Obama administration, and that's got to hurt, right? That Greg Craig is saying, maybe we should crowdsource who the next vice president will be. But that's actually what the primary is for. And if somebody wants to challenge Joe Biden, and Marianne Williamson has now thrown her hat in the ring, they have the opportunity to do that. The other thing is, well, she can't buy a break, but she's not giving herself any chance to get a break either. Now, she's doing something smart. She's doing a couple of things like some ribbon cuttings at some events. That's perfect for the vice president. You are there in a supporting role. That's great. You might offer to go to East Palestine. You know, sir, if you don't want to go, I'm happy to go. Pete's trip was a disaster. Let me go. I'm more empathetic. Let me do something. But there's never like a raising my hand, I want to go and do something. And as for Joe Biden, it's very strange to me, the way that they deal with the polls. They dismiss the polls and say, well, that's just, polling is broken. Can't poll anymore. We can't get it done. Then you have this one, and they don't like the results of the poll of people saying that they feel worse off because he's in office. And they say, well, that's because of the media. That's the media's fault. Okay, then there's a third one, which is if the polls look good for him, then his former chief of staff, Ron Klain, can't stop tweeting it and saying how great it is. So they have a lot of disconnect on that.
You're so sexist.
Why?
Oh, female vice president, she should go cut ribbons.
I said that
what,
about
for her hair,
hey,
Dana? For her hair?
I said the same about her husband.
You know what, Greg? She should cut a ribbon at the southern border because she opened it up. You know?
Great idea.
All right, speaking of that, why is everyone so afraid of Joe Biden? I mean, we all hold our breath every time the guy goes up or down a flight of stairs. We all kind of sit there hoping to understand what he says when he's kind of blah, 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 blah. Why is no challenger willing to get out there and stir it up?
You just fed me the greatest question. Here's a quiz. So this is a quote from someone who is running for president, all right? This is what the candidate said. We've had 2 years of a pandemic, mental health problems, inflation higher than it should be, gas prices, high gas prices, a war. I can't think of a more uncertain time in history. Now, who said that? Was it Marianne Williamson? Was it Donald Trump? Someone running against Biden? It was Joe Biden. He said that. He said that on ABC this week. He just volunteered a stump speech for his competitors. And then he goes, everything is in the negative.
Right.
It's like, well, is that correlation or causation?
Right.
Sometimes I get those reversed, but I'm pretty sure it's causation, Joe.
Yep. All right, Jesse, when is the last time in American history that you heard the president's wife announce before the president did that he was running again? She's certain, but he ain't so certain. Or he's certain he is, but he doesn't know when. Who's running the joint?
Not Joe. That's for sure. Father Time's definitely caught up with him. I'm sure he's being blackmailed by the FBI. And he's got the Hunter thing hanging in the balance. I mean, they just seized everything from 4 properties. You don't think they're just sitting around saying, hey, buddy. So, listen, I love reading the New York Times. And this is a former Obama lawyer, former Clinton lawyer. This is about as graceful as me on ice skates. Coming in, the New York Times guest essay, basically saying Joe could die in office and no one trusts Kamala, so let's take it to the convention, people. This is so bad. But what does that tell you about Joe Biden? The biggest decision he ever made is picking your vice president. So they're basically saying he blew the biggest decision he ever made, and you can't trust this guy. Now, him whining about the media, permission to make an analogy, it's like someone complaining about their private chef. You have a private chef, dude. Cry me a river. The media serves up anything the president... What would you like for breakfast? Hunter's innocent? How about for lunch? Republicans are racist? Give me a break. It's our job to complain about the media. And he can change the headlines. He can pop a balloon. He could give me a tax cut. He could give me a federal holiday on every Friday in the summer. That's how to change the news cycle.
Yeah, I would vote for that.
I would be a Democrat tomorrow.
That's right. All right, Harold.
I'm writing this down. You'd be a Democrat tomorrow.
I dare you. Make me change my
Harold,
party.
Biden keeps saying, watch me, watch me. I've got things to do, things to get done before I announce. Like what?
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But let's step back. He said those things. You were right, Greg. But Democrats did well in the midterms. Abortion still remains a critical issue, and the R's still have to go through a primary. So politics is still a choice. And the president's thinking they may decide on the Republican side to put someone forward who's not acceptable to the country. And if that is the case, he still has a great likelihood to win. Great advice for Kamala Harris. She should go to East Palestine.
All I do is give them free advice.
The president should go.
Take me up on any
the president
of it.
should go also.
Must not be that good.
But I think the focus will continue to be over the next several months on the Republican side. And I'm not in the business. No Republican running for president's ever asked me for my counsel. Not even many Democrats do, for that matter, but no Republican has asked me for my advice. I'd say to this, if you guys don't get right on choice and abortion, you're going to lose, period.
Interesting. But there are a lot of pro-life voters out there, Carol.
I repeat my advice. If you guys don't get right on abortion and choice, you're not gonna win the national
Okay, there's no
election.
agreement on that one.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.